What's going on? It's your boy Blackout Jones back again with a review of ReZero, starting life in another world, man. And really quickly, I'm on the road to 100 subs, man. I'm at 90 subscribers, right? I know there are 10 new people watching this video, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below so we can reach our 100 mark goal, man. It's gonna be a special day for the entire channel, man. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into this review. For me, this episode was pretty good. It was not a bad episode. I will say that now. It was not bad. I watched a bad episode this week in another series, and it was bad, and I had to speak on that. This episode was solid. It wasn't when we had the cliffhanger last week. When he was going back in time, I'm like, is he really back in his actual life? It was a lot. The mind fuck was bad because season 2 was missing a lot of, because this show is a psychological show. It's an action show, not too much action, but more like a psychological suspense show, right? But it wasn't too much suspense or psychological activity going around. It was more ABC. Here's what's happening, but still, it was still good for the second season, right? Even though it was good that they brought back, the mind trickery, the mind fuckery, this was a random sort of like once off episode because we didn't know anything about Subarus' backstory, nor did we give a fuck about Subarus' backstory, to be honest, once we got entrenched into his new life in a new world, right? But this, I mean, do we care about his backstory now? I don't still, but this is something they could have knocked out in the first season or what have you, but they chose to put it in the second season. Or I think this anime is actually a adaptation of a light novel, so not a manga, but I can see that because they take their time with the plot and they got time to stretch things out or what have you. It's not it's not a lot happening quick. It's not a lot happening quickly. It's a lot of plot development and stuff like that. But this episode was mainly about Subaru and his own personal development. Like I said, they could have knocked this out in season 1, just to go ahead and get that out the way. But them putting it in season 2 and them having the Witch of Greed included in it. Well, first of all, I want about that, right? We get to see, the best girl. A commenter was like, they said, Echidna is the best girl, of the show. I was in my head, I was like, yo, she could be best girl, but it'd have been a good hot tick that day, right? But it was too hot. It was scorching hot, so I didn't make that the title. But Echidna, she's definitely moving her way. She managed to steal our hearts and souls within feel me, like 5 minutes of seeing her in like the last episode, I think. Yeah. So last episode, she stole our hearts and minds or whatever within like 5 minutes. And so she's the leading candidate for best girl, and we get to see her more in the next episode after this cliffhanger. And so she might be able to cement her spot as the official best girl because, like I said, her personality was great and everything like that. But this is an episode where our boy, because you see, like, through last season, he was very brash, very irrational, he had bitter moments sometimes. Like, of course, he would, like, whenever he had moments of clarity, he would make great decisions, But obviously, we saw him die a lot of times because he had, like, bad decision making. And even in season 2, he hasn't had too many bad decisions, but you still see him, like, be kind of brash or short, or, he just, like, he's a unique character. He doesn't care about the situation he's in. But now, I think after this episode that he'll, get more clarity, like even more than what he was already gaining, because now he was able to kind of like, reconcile with his past. And I think basically, right, so it's the witch's trial. He went to the temple or what have you. But essentially, we all know Subaru's goal for this season. He wants to wake up Rem, right? So to wake her up, he has to save her. But as we all know, you got to save yourself before you can say you save somebody else or whatever. Of course, you're just gonna make more problems because he's been making a lot of problems trying to save people like this whole time. So hopefully once he gets right with himself, he'll be, you know, be able to think more clearly and stuff like that. So I think the goal that the Witch of Greed, I think his trial was just like I said, introspection, right? So because the only way, because he was still having the heart palpitations, like the pulsating stuff, you know, he was gripping his chest. He still wasn't trying to face his own reality, per se, or he wasn't trying to face his own reality, actually. So not until, you know, Amelia came through, gave him the breakthrough, which was, you know, interesting. And then he realized, you know, I do love somebody, and that he kind of understood. He felt better all of a sudden after Amelia came through and doing his little vision inside of the trial. Then he stopped having the heart palpitations. Then he started opening up more, you know, to his father, to his mother later on, to his own self. He, you know, got into his backstory and all that stuff. So basically his backstory, just a brief overview of that, you know, basically his father apparently is the shit. And, you know, he's the son of somebody who's the shit. So he was just trying to fill his father's shoes. But my bad, I got something in my eye. But, he, you know, it's a lot to fill your father's shoes, especially if he was that guy. Because, you know, it's just not, you just got to be your own person at the end of the day, you know. You might take on family business or something, but you're not going to be him, you know. You can't be somebody else, you understand? So once things weren't going his way, he didn't see himself living up to his dad's, you know, whatever hype was around him, how cool, whoever he was. Also, sidebar, Pops is shredded. Pops is rocked the fuck up, man. Like, he's goated out there in them streets. But, you know, so basically, you know, he started feeling insecure. Essentially, he got really depressed. You know, he was never himself after that. Then he just started, you know, doing things that were out of his character, just, you know, to get friends. But eventually, all of his friends left him. So, pretty sad story, pretty random story. Do I feel a connection to it? No. Do are a lot of people going to connect with that plot? People might like, okay, that's pretty sad, but, you know, we're not invested in that storyline. We're invested in the Rim. We're invested in the Amelia. We're invested in, and especially, like I said before, the show's been gone for at least like 2-3 years now. So it's like, we're barely invested in that story at this point. We're just watching because we like the first season so much. But truth be told, I'm barely, you know, it's been a long time trying to remember, you know, all the plot lines and everything and how everybody was acting. So I didn't rewatch the first season, but, you know, it's good. It's good. I'm not mad at this episode. So eventually, my boy said, fuck school. I'm not going. I'm skipping. I knew a guy, you know, he was in my Spanish class, right? He was on a football team with me. He was a fucking dog, too, yo. But listen, so I'm in Spanish one day. You know, he was in there one day, you know, like fucking 40 days go by, bro. Like 50 days. And like, it's like the next quarter. He shows up again. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, yo, I thought he fucking, you know, didn't have a class anymore, dropped the class, or maybe, like, it's crazy. I think I was still seeing him in school. But I'm like, bro. And then he come back like he take like 40 days off, come back again. Like, man, that boy, he's a wild boy. I don't know what's going on with him now, man. But he comes to school like 3 times a year. Somehow I think he still passed. Somehow. It's beyond me, bro. But shit is crazy. Besides the point, so basically he fell into a deep depression, deep funk, and he stopped going to school for like 3 months straight. But eventually, by the end of the episode, he gets to, you know, he's oh, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna you know, I'm gonna make y'all proud, I'm out of my funk. And we see the Witch of Greed in there, and she asks him, what did he learn? You know, you confronting your past, now what did you learn? Very interesting scene right here. Not nothing too crazy, just sets up the next episode, but it's like, so we know that now it's not it wasn't real. Not that we thought it was real anyway, but it's confirmed now. Is there a right or wrong answer to this question? I'm gonna go ahead and say no, there's not a wrong, it's not a right answer to it. Because, like, obviously we can see that something changed within the boy. You know, the boy Subarus. But what exactly is the right answer? We don't know. Could it? I got a few of them. Just Be Yourself is one. Just getting more clarity. He learned that, you know, he don't gotta be somebody else. Basically, I only got one of them. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's Just Be Yourself, man. It's been a long week, man. It's Friday. Them 40-hour work weeks is not sweet, y'all, man. I wish I had got this review out on Wednesday, but that's besides the point, man. Hang in there with me. Let me check my notes. Basically, the next episode is gonna be the episode that it's gonna tie it all together for us. Like I said in my previous review, I was like, either he's gonna have a chance to start his life regular again, you know, anew, or he can keep, you know, because basically he was just trying to escape reality, understand me? That was his whole thing. But basically, he either gonna start his new life normal again, or he'll continue in the fantasy world. I think that's the trial. But luckily, we get a whole episode of The Best Girl nominee. Yeah, man, it was a solid episode, nice change of pace episode. I'm liking the mindfuckery. I heard the witch agreed is an important factor in this season. I still don't know if she's an evil witch or not. Comment down below. Do y'all think she's evil, or do y'all think she's a malevolent witch? A good witch. We'll go with that. I'm fucking the words up today, but yeah, man, I think she's a good witch because she showed him some good things. You know, nothing was hard about this little trial he had. Wasn't nothing too crazy, but you know, a witch is still a witch, so you gotta watch your back. You gotta stay on your toes with them. Overall, solid episode, man. I bang with ReZero, man. ReZero always holds it down with the quality content, the great storyline. The one shows I can always rely on, you know, I haven't seen a bad episode of ReZero yet. I might have seen a slow one, but I have not seen a bad one. Have I seen a bad episode of Fruits Basket? Nah, I think there's a bad episode of Fruits Basket out there. Definitely, it's definitely out there. Probably some just meaningless episode, but you know, this episode of ReZero was, you know, solid, just like the other ones. Can't shit on it. Was it the most action? No. Are we invested in it emotionally? No. But it's a setup for the next episode. The next episode will redeem this episode. This episode was all right. It was always solid as a rock. If they didn't give us that cliffhanger at the end, I might have been a little bit more upset. I might have been a little hot, but you know, they brought the witch in there, so now I'm like, something to look forward to. I'm not mad at it. So yeah, man, tell me what y'all think about this episode, and that's all I got to say. So make sure I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight, y'all. You don't even know, man. Woo-wee, but yo, it's your boy Blackout Jones. 10 subs away from 100, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you watch my other videos, man. Yo, I haven't missed a review since the start of the spring season of anime, y'all. Any show, man. Last year, you know, I was trying to get my channel popping, man, but I had stopped, you know, due to other things, you know, graduating and all that stuff. It was really busy last year. But now, man, you know, I'm pushing through 2 straight seasons, spring season, and I'm halfway through the summer season, or I'm like a quarter way through the summer season, bro. So it's like, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling mad hype right now, you know. Hopefully, you know, we get to this 100. I'm planning on getting 100 during this summer season, and after 100, man, we should be out of there, man. I'm gonna try to add some new stuff to the channel in the fall. Let me know what y'all want to see, man. You know, some because I know, obviously, I'm not doing the big 3. Like, I'm not doing like One Piece. I'm not doing like Clover. I need to catch up. I need to watch Clover, but that's like 100 episodes in. I know I could be doing Clover. So, and I know I could be doing, I think, Boruto. I don't think people watch Boruto though, but you know, it's a few major ones that I'm not doing. But I got y'all on a season to season heat, man. Anything that's new, anything that's like new, I'm on it. Like this winter season, it's finna get real crazy, bro. Cause they got like Promised Neverland. They got the Demon Slayer movie coming out. They got But they got hella things coming out in the winter season. I think My Hero comes back. But man, I'm gonna keep grinding, keep my head down, you know, try to catch all these new seasons, try to catch up on a few things so I can give y'all some of that good news. Oh, Dr. Stone's coming back in the winter season, so you know, it's a lot of things on the horizon, and hopefully, man, we can grow this thing, man. I'm trying to balloon this thing, man. Let's keep it positive, you know, stay corona free, stay sucker free, and have a blessed day. Peace.